Well, Madden 26 is finally here, and today we're going to go over some drafting tips and tricks and the changes they made to scouting and drafting to make rebuilding teams in franchise mode that much better. The first thing they did was adding abilities like Scout Squad here for the head coach, where you can hire multiple 2-tier scouts. And I believe if you unlock the masteries, you can get into, like, once you get to Mastery 4, you can get you can hire 5 3-star scouts, from what I understand, which means more information on all of these prospects. And right now we have our scouts mapped out and put on the team, right? We hired 4 2-star scouts and 1 3-star scout just to try and get the most information we can off these people. Now we have set our scouts up. National is going to be offensive tackle and interior offensive line. The offensive line is a big need. We're using the Rams just because Sean Payton came with that ability already, so I didn't have to work to unlock it or anything like that. We're going to start offensive line. There's 2 tackle positions. You get more scouts for players. Then receivers and quarterbacks. Don't really need quarterback. Receiver, more or less, because you want those late day finds. Same with D tackle and cornerback. We have 2 spots on. Tip number 1, it's the same as it has always been. Do not use your national focus scouting for quarterback, running back, maybe even tight end. You can use those for your focus scouting. Like, because you're only going to focus scout. You only really are looking at like 3 quarterbacks, running backs, tight ends. Like, you don't want the whole list of them. You're going to get 6 focus scout spots. Use those for those positions. Use your national focus scout for like positions, like, even though corner you don't get multiple spots, which I wish they would switch it to just DB instead of separating safety. But with corner you can fill safety spots. So, and there's a ton of talent, especially late day. Same with receiver. Receiver, you get a ton of late day talent. You want to see all those people. You can use it. The linebackers, the linemen, edge rushers, especially those spots where you get multiple positions. It's a great thing to put your national focus scouting in those on those guys. And here's our prime example. We get our first 3 focus players. We're going to focus these tight ends. Now we're just going to stick with these top 3 right here. If none of them are good, we might throw one more on like Brandon Booth down there, who's got A awareness. Typically speaks of a good overall. And we have more private workouts, and we're actually able to see more. Now, if we take a look at the tight ends that we started with, we can see all of those guys look really good. Round 1 talents. Now, the problem is I'm not sure we're really going to focus on the round 1 guys. I would like to find a round 2 guy. And Brandon Booth, we might throw something on because we're going to focus tackle in the first round. So if we can give him a good look, the interior offensive line. Now, I have seen a pile, well, of all the rebuilds I've watched, I've seen a lot of these undrafted guys. If you really take a look at them and look at some of their abilities and their physicals, a lot of the strong and especially late day, these people with great strength or elite strength, like Mike Allman here, tend to be really, really good. He's got a lot of elites. Which one did I? Eric McGraw even looks good. I put it on him, but I wanted Mike Allman. All right, and let's see what kind of draft we can have for LA here, as they have picked 23. Actually, we have 2 first-round picks. So this can go a little bit better than I was expecting it to. I can't see anything with this. A solid background would have been just fantastic, to be honest. I can't read this this is terrible. All right, well, now after trying to stare at this board long enough, we're just going to go ahead and pick this left tackle. We know he's a round 1 talent. We're rare achievement, a stud finder, ranked at 13, got him at 18, hidden dev tackle. So we're going to take a tight end. You might say, hey, I don't think the Rams really need one. They do. They need a tight end. They need a young playmaker. Quarterback's going to have to come soon too. We get a presentation. Ranked at 19, got him at 23. Another great player and a hidden dev. All right, and we have a corner here. A corner is apparently one of our needs. Great strength, good speed, 4.46 speed's pretty decent. He's got A zone coverage. He looks a little raw, but he doesn't look like a terrible player. and he's a round 1 projection. Now, he could be terrible. Ranked at 40, got him at 55. Hidden Dev, another great player. I mean, this is a great draft. If we were rebuilding this team, it'd be excellent. Mike Allman was a player that we focus scouted around 1 to 2 talent. We don't necessarily need a left guard, but bringing in an offensive lineman that we can move around is just a key. That's a key in a Madden rebuild. Ranked at 50, got him at 87. Another hidden dev. Looking at a really fast, potentially undrafted player, taking a swing here, a real swing. But again, second in 40-yard dash, elite acceleration, great speed. His jumping, change of direction, all that isn't great. But he's a smaller guy, so that's okay. 5'10", 180. Give me something. 141, got him at 151. Still a good talent. Normal dev, but not terrible. It's just terrible strength. That's it. Great athlete. All right, a right guard with great strength. I mean, we're going to stick with the strength thing, see if that does anything. That was the last pick of the draft. 216, a little bit of value, a hidden dev. And your offensive lineman, follow great strength. Great to elite strength is going to be a great player and a hidden dev, apparently, this year. All right, well, we're at our draft recap, and taking a look at it, I think we did pretty good. A 78, a 77, a 75, a 74 left guard. Once we got in it, we didn't have a 4th round pick. 2 5th rounders, high 60s. I mean, a 68 out of a corner, not terrible, especially with 93 speed. Quarterback, I don't remember picking. Apparently, I skipped past that. A punter, 71 overall. We needed a punter. A center with 63, not great. This guy's got 66, right guard. He was the last pick of the draft, but is hidden depth. So these guys are going to plug in great. And, we've almost fixed the offensive line in a draft. Got a great tight end to take over. A great, future number 1 corner and Dalvin Carey. This team could be legit. Well, I didn't pay attention at all, and Matt Stafford either went to the free agency or retired. You know what? That's my bad. Maybe we should have looked at quarterback. But I do want to take a look at the rookies we got. Nick Estrada, the left tackle we drafted, our first pick of the first round. Star dev, going to be a good left tackle. Any left tackle or tackle with any kind of dev trait, you can develop and it'll be good. And the left guard, day 3 player, is actually a superstar dev. Mike Allman. What a draft pick. Ramon Minical, the 7th round, last pick of the draft, star dev. Great offensive lineman moving forward. Somebody that can definitely develop. And Eric Martinez, the man that is set to take over for Tyler Higbee, is superstar X Factor. And he was our 2nd first-round pick. We got him late in the first round. What a steal. And our corner, Dalvin Carey, is only a star dev, but 75 overall rookie. He's going to be great. Really, as I can show the team here, put this team in a prime spot to actually make a Super Bowl run outside of failing at the quarterback position. I may have taken a little bit of a fall there, right? But outside of that, we brought in and kind of some great offensive linemen. I even thought about moving Minical to the left tackle spot because he's huge. He's like 6'6", 341. He could definitely bump over there and maybe develop and take over for Jackson. Could definitely use a receiver. No longer have Devontae. Could have used a quarterback. I didn't do any of the free agency stuff, so obviously, we lost a lot of people. This isn't a rebuild. We were just focusing on the draft stuff. That was a good draft for the picks we had. I didn't do any trading. I just, focused on my scouting, did a little bit of stick and pick, and this is the team you end up with, and it's a good start. If I was rebuilding this team, this would be a good year 1, and especially with no free agency, just draft. The win of a draft, a superstar lineman, a superstar X Factor tight end, 2 other star offensive linemen, and a star corner. That's a win of a draft. And I hope y'all enjoyed this one. Thank you for clicking on the video and watching. If you enjoyed it, be sure to hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button if you enjoy Madden 26 content. I'm going to be doing a bunch of it. And until next time, y'all have a good one.